And welcome back. Well, I'm sure we're all guilty of yelling at our computer now and then, right? But for small businesses without big budgets, IT support can be a major concern. Here to help the little guys are Tony and Tom Mitt with TBG Networks. Thanks for being here, you guys.
Thanks. We're excited about being here.
I'm really excited to chat with you because I think this is sort of a missing area in IT. A lot of companies who are big have all this IT support that they have come in for all their computers, but there's the little guys who sometimes have 1, 2, or 10 or less computers, and that's where you guys come in, right?
That's what we do. Yeah.
What do you do exactly for those companies?
Well, we have a peace of mind package that that we monitor their computers. We make sure they do their updates. That kind of thing, make sure we get all the bad guys away, you know, the malware and the spyware and all of that stuff. And we do it for a really low price, you know, because small companies, they can't afford, you know, several $100s a month to monitor their computers. They just can't. And
it's important to remember that even if you're just one PC in an office and you're the only one, or you're 1 out of 1,000, there's a problem on your computer. It's the same. It doesn't matter if you're 1 of 1,000 or 1 of 1. It's the same problem. And for you, it's just as big as an emergency as it would be a large company.
I know a lot of entrepreneurs who got hit with that Gmail hacking recently, little things, they really do. They have 1 or 2 computers and they need help and they need it to be affordable. Why is it so important for you guys to help the little guys? There's so many companies out there that really want the big bucks and the big budgets, but you really care about these small businesses.
Well, we did that before. I'm sorry. We did that before.
Yeah.
And we were working with large companies, but then we kind of came to understand that we really like working with small organizations where the owner's in there getting their hands dirty in the business and doing that stuff. And then we also kind of understood that they get the worst service because they don't have the deep pockets. I mean, you know, they basically get ignored and they're terribly underserved. So that's where we fit. We're the only company that focuses on that market. Totally.
I love it. You're woman-owned.
Yep.
Yes, we're a certified women-owned business. So I'm the boss, actually. And we have Tom is a partner as well. And
he's the beauty. You're the brains.
I'm the brawn. She's the brains.
Yeah.
I'm the brains. And then we have our partner Eric, who's our service manager.
Who's really the brains.
Yeah, he kind of keeps everything going and stuff. And I do the administrative work, and then all the guys do the actual technical computer work. So.
What can small businesses do to help their businesses running better, their computers running better? Because I think what people want to know is how to avoid certain mistakes and pitfalls in screwing up their computers, really. Well, what are some things that they can do?
The thing to do is to get in front of issues. You know, I mean, it's the same whether it's a computer or whether it's your own personal health.
Right.
You know, you want to be in front of those problems before they show up. You know, if you have a problem that's popping up on a computer, it's already kind of late. We can fix it, we can deal with it, but our focus really is on trying to prevent things from happening and making sure everything is in place beforehand. So we make sure their antivirus is fine and running and updated. We make sure their updates for their computer, their Windows updates are all done and working fine. So if you get those things and you make sure you have good backups, everybody knows this, but most people don't do it or don't check it or test it. You know, if you have those things, then you're in pretty good shape.
You guys have been doing this for a really long time, since the early 2000s, way before that, you know, but as a company and everything. But I think a lot of people are mistaken. They think, oh, if they're a small business and they have a Mac, they're unaffected, or different things like this. Talk a little bit about some of the things like, what is ransomware? That's something that's important for people to know about.
Ransomware is something that's come up over the last couple of years. And essentially what it is that one way or another, some virus gets into your computer, and it codes all the files on your computer. It sets a little password on all of them, and you can't get onto your programs anymore. They're there, you can see them, but when you open it up, you get a message like you're seeing on the screen right now that says, sorry.
I've seen that before.
Yeah, sorry, if you want this stuff, you have to contact us, and you have to pay something. All right, so they're holding all your files for ransom. Now, if you have a good backup, you can say, excuse me, the hell with you guys, we'll just bring your backup back and everything's fine. If you don't, you're in trouble.
So it's really, like you said, being proactive and having those things in place on your computer. How about phishing? A lot of people are familiar with the PH phishing term.
Yeah, well, that's another thing that's come up over the last few years especially, and that's where they're basically the hackers are trying to work around the security protections you might already have, you know, some antivirus, whatever it is, and they're trying to get you to give them information that they can then use to take over your system.
Yes, and unfortunately, a lot of those emails come looking like legitimate emails from programs that you might use, like Facebook or or Amazon or
That UPS one that was going
right,
around for
exactly,
a while.
Yeah.
that you have accounts with, and unfortunately, they're coming from some phishing or whatever, or some hacker. So you need to look at the URL very carefully to make sure that it's actually something's coming from UPS. It's actually from UPS.
And it's
Why don't they
important.
just leave us alone, right?
Well, it's important too that if you're not sure, contact somebody who can help you.
Correct.
Well, and I'm going to give the information here because you've got this great Tales of Technology free copy of a book. These are all these articles that you've written, posted on LinkedIn to help companies and services. So here's a free copy for you if you call this number, 414-921-5200. You'll also offer a laptop or desktop PC cleanup, flat rate of $99. You can also reduce spam for $2 a month per email address, per mailbox. That's another offer you're offering Morning Blend viewers. That other program that you have is just $15 a month, and that again is for that peace of mind package. Normally it could be $60 a month. This is a super great deal for small businesses. Here's how you contact TBG Networks LLC. You're in Tosa, 414-921-5200, or visit online at tbgnetworks.com for more information. Thanks for being here, you two.
Thank you. It was a blast.
You do great stuff. All right.